Here's one for the Ford and Street Rod fans, just in it, unique, especially in classics, and it's a beauty. 1935 Ford Deluxe 3-window coupe, street rodded. LS2 power underneath the hood, automatic with overdrive transmission, power steering, vintage AC, Willwood brakes, 4-disc, each corner, disc brakes. Take a look at the bright work up front on this car, from the bumper to the grille, headlight surrounds, horns. I'm going to show you a neat little trick the builder did on those horns here too before this video is over. All right, so first of all, take a look at all the still pictures. We're going to hit on a lot of highlights of this car. Attention to detail on it is over the top. UniqueClassicCars.com is where you can check out all the still pictures. If you're watching this on YouTube, click on the link down below the video in the description. It's going to take you right there, and of course you can call us. 507-386-1726. Those are Wheel Smith wire wheels, center caps, beauty rings, the wide white wall radials, and this is an all-steel car, Henry Ford. Kind of a medium taupe, beautiful color on this for a 35, and then of course that red highlight kind of down the belt line, if you will. And you can see the paint shows extremely well. Interior, this is a Dan Weber interior, absolutely beautifully done. Continues with that red highlight on the interior from the dash and around the window frames. We're going to get around to the driver's side, check that out a little bit closer. We're going to start this car up, let you hear it run. We're going to take it down the highway, show you how it drives out. This is one of those street rods where it looks like an old car, but has all the modern amenities. An absolute blast to drive and reliable. First, remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. You can also see dual exhaust, chrome and bright work on the rear of this. Extremely nice also. I want to show you the trunk on this particular car and how nice this is finished off also. There is a Kenwood custom installed stereo. You're going to see in the still pictures behind this panel. It just pulls out. It's a magnet that holds it there. Absolutely beautiful setup. Behind that, you're going to see the stereo system. Custom install. This vehicle does have XM radio capabilities. XM antenna was actually incorporated in up on top. Vinyl roof is there. There's a CD player custom installed behind the passenger seat. There's remote controls for everything, and there's kind of a head unit up above. And we're going to get to the interior here in just a bit. I'm going to show you some details on that. First, those still pictures again, UniqueClassicCars.com. Another thing to remember, we do have an open door policy for third-party inspectors. So if you can't make it to look at this one yourself, maybe due to time or distance, not a problem. Open door policy for those guys. All right, let me get into some of the details before we start this up, and I'll let you hear it run. I mentioned it was all steel. Take a look at the stance on this car. Absolutely perfect. TCI chassis. Look at the underside picture, you're going to see Flowmaster exhaust. There's a 4-link rear end. You're going to see that. And take a look at the detail on the underside with the chrome and the bright work. Up front with the rack and pinion steering, control arms, sway bars. Just take a look at the detail underneath this car also. Unfortunately, I can't show you that. You're going to have to look at the still pictures. All right, onto this interior. Which again, Dan Weber interior. Door panels. It says power seats, both sides. Those are working. Actually has the power reclining. Forward, backwards, up, down, tilt, all on the driver's side. I believe that's considered an 8-way power seat in the driver's side. Tilt column, Of course, banjo style steering wheel. You can see the headliner. I mentioned the CD player, custom install behind the passenger seat. There it is. As you can see, that rear window will also roll down. The front window you can crank and vent open. It has never been opened since this car was finished. It does not squeak. It does not leak. So we have just left it closed. That's the way we're going to leave it. Next owner can choose what they'd like to do. Classic instruments gauges. 7,342 miles since built. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Again, LS2 power. And you can see all the gauges are working. Fuel gauge came up, voltmeter. That was a cold start. I wouldn't expect temp to be up. See the tack on the top. Of course, the vintage AC controls. There's that Kenwood kind of head unit right here. There's a port for an XM receiver right there. See the remotes in there also. Nicely, that door closes and fits. Nice sounding car. Nothing over the top as far as exhaust goes. Nothing crazy. Just a great sound. Please feel free to call if you have any questions. The gentleman that built this car actually is from our area. And again, very meticulous, a lot of attention to detail in this one. Good customer of ours. We talk to him often. So if you have any questions on this car, don't be afraid to call. I'm going to go ahead and pause this. I want to open up both sides of this hood so we can check out this engine bay. And remember to stick around to the very end of the video. We're going to drive this car. And here it is with the hood open. Imagine showing this car like this. Your local roll-ins, cruise-ins, local shows. This one will definitely take home some trophies. So here it is, LS2. And remember, that's paired up with an automatic transmission with overdrive. Power steering, AC. Willwood brakes. Disc at all four corners. Very clean, nicely done. Again, that attention to detail in this one is amazing. Earlier I mentioned those horns. I want to show you this. It's kind of a little icing on the cake. So we have a tilt column. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn this left blinker on so you can see the turn signal indicator working on the dash also. But what I want to show you is how they incorporated the actual blinkers into the car. Look at that. How cool is that? This one will not disappoint, folks. 1935 Ford Deluxe, 3-window coupe, street rotted, and it is done right. Don't be afraid to call 507-386-1726, uniqueclassiccars.com. We do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email.
Hey, did you know that this car qualifies for an extended warranty? It's just like the one you get at your new car dealership, except it covers your classic car instead. It covers all the major components like engine, transmission, drivetrain, and you can get coverage up to 10 years. Repairs aren't cheap. These extended warranties are a no-brainer. Contact us for a quote on this car today.
Today we're driving a very nice 1935 Ford Deluxe. This car maintains a lot of its original old school look, yet it has a modern drivetrain. LS powered. We have an automatic shifter right here on the floor. Classic instruments gauges. Everything is working. We have a blower motor that works. Blinkers are working great. Smooth riding car, lots of power. It's one of those where you want to be careful with that throttle on the corners because she's got lots of power. are about 45 or 50. Amazing looking car, high quality through and through. We get this awesome bright red dash. Original looking pieces like the ashtray still there. Modern sound system by Kenwood. Looks like possibly some leather on the bucket seats. Brakes are working excellent. Such an easy to drive car. Power steering, you can tell just by how easy it is to steer. It hardly leans at all in the corners. Handles like a sports car. Lots of rumble in that awesome exhaust note when you put the throttle down. Just a very, very nice 1935 Ford Deluxe Street Rod. Take a look at it and learn more about it at uniqueclassiccars.com.